Okay, so what I think, right, is that there are not many transgender athletes to begin with, right? I mean, firstly, there are not many transgender people in the world as compared to normal cisgender people, right? There's not a lot of transgender people in the world. And then there are also not many athletes in the world. Like athletes are like, a specific group, right? And within these athletes, right, very few of them are actually like in combat sports. There's even more of an outlier within a group of outliers, within a group of outliers. So I think, right, that there's not enough transgender athletes to exist to form a fucking division.
Okay.
Right? It's like you can't have a division with like 2 people.
Oh, but okay, this,
Or
okay,
3
this is
people.
okay, I just went cornering for fight for a friend. And in Singapore.
So
right?
you do boxing, right?
Yeah. So
Just boxing? Anything else?
I only do boxing for
Oh.
now. I'm not so sure whether I'll venture into something else. But it's boxing for now.
It's a good base. It's a good base to start with. Yeah.
So okay, but I've cornered someone. I know this sounds a little bit silly, but
Nothing silly.
But you have like three person in that weight class alone.
Oh.
So it's like, and I think it's because the boxing scene in Singapore has become as developed as they are in the 1950s or 1960s.
Like, as in you're saying, like, there's less boxers now.
There are a lot less boxers. So I'm just curious about like how much of a division, like how that.
But I think weight classes are different from like the weight classes can be shifted around. Your gender can't.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So but yeah. So I'm just curious about like do you because you told me you didn't fight.
Oh.
You
Okay.
didn't fight.
So a little bit of a background, right? For the keyboard warriors out there, I've fought enough in my childhood. My childhood was pretty fucking bad. So like, I fought enough. In my childhood, I don't want to be one of those people like, oh, I go on the streets and fight, that kind of thing. No, but really, like, that shit happened. Like growing up, I fought so much really that I just want to practice martial arts because I fucking enjoy it lah. And also, it's hard to even find me an opponent because number one, I refuse to fight biological women because it's just like. You see, I'm being transgender, right? I'm biologically male. I started my transition when I was around 18. Meaning that to some degree, right, I have gone through like maybe a small fraction of male puberty before I use hormone therapy to kind of like,
bring it back.
I guess can't say really undo because like you can't like testosterone is kind of like Captain America.
Yeah.
He's like a skinny boy. Then he inject the super serum. Then he become fucking strong. But in the storyline, he never takes the super serum regularly, right? So but the thing is, he's still fucking strong. It's the same thing with testosterone. Actually, once it's in you. Your muscles. There's a scientific thing behind it, but your muscles already kind of developed, so you kind of like are already you can't undo that.
Because I was going crazy with testosterone.
Oh, you what do you mean you?
I was doing like research about testosterone.
Oh.
Because I'm like, cannot I feel like my testosterone level is not as high.
Really? But you're a very big dude.
But it's more like it's more like among the guys that I'm in, right? Because I didn't really work out until Sec 5. So that's about 17, 18. So I don't really hit the gym as much. Then I take a 3-4 years break because of like poly. Then after that I go into NS. Then that's when I was like then I lose a little bit of weight, then go back again. So
like not regular kind of training.
Yeah. So it's only like the past 10 years I did not train at all. It's only like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, then I started exercising.
Wait, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 32.
32, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually still look very young and fresh,
That's what you have said. I've heard a lot of people who told me that I look 40.
Really?
Really?
No, you still look fresh. Like, yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe it's if you grow a hair out, but then again, like maybe you don't want to have longer hair.
I don't know. I was balding here. on the top already. So I'm like, fuck it,
But
just shave
balding
it off.
like that means you got high testosterone, right?
I
Milk
don't
pattern
know.
balding.
I don't know that.
You always see an endocrinologist for that. Yeah.
I think I should. But it's just the whole level of, because I recently got into like testosterone level, right? And you just see like, how do you manipulate
The
testosterone
testosterone
level?
in your system, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like scary in the sense that, because I've heard a lot of people like their testosterone level, I know a lot of people who testosterone level got very low because of their weight base as well.
Oh yeah, apparently like your health can affect your hormone levels in general, yeah. Mine are synthetic. Yeah, my hormones are synthetic. But wait, back to the topic, right? Like, so things like bone density, like muscle density, right? All of this, right? Like, this is why I will not fight a biological woman, because like realistically speaking, like males are more physically like, you know, like thicker, stronger than biological women, and I do not want. I identify as a woman fully, but I do not want to step into a ring or even a street fight with like a biological woman. Unless she looks like, I don't know, you know, Mother Russia from Kick-Ass. Unless she's like that, right? I still don't want to fucking fight someone like that. I'm running, but. I'm running, but yeah. So like, I would probably only, if I were to fight competitively, which I might next year actually.
Oh, okay.
Amateur fight only lah, Muay Thai. Yeah. So like for the listeners, I did Krav Maga, Judo, Muay Thai currently, and currently also doing karate.
That's like wait, but wouldn't it get like? Okay, I
blend it together. Yeah, that's the point. So it's like, you know, like they thinking like, oh, I'm gonna tip, I'm gonna side kick you, you know, spinning hook kick the face, tornado kick. Yeah, so I just chapalang every style together, close range Krav Maga, arm traps and knees, all that shit.
But okay, here I'm just curious about the idea of Krav Maga. Like I'm not so sure whether to classify as martial arts, but is it popular in Singapore?
It is for the wrong reasons. Wait, but I should just touch on the whole thing, right? First, before we go to the new topic, because I know that recently everybody also ADHD moment, you know. Me, myself too. No, but okay, we have to memorize. We have to remember Krav Maga. Okay, Krav Maga. Okay. Okay. So for the reason why it's like hard to find opponent is how many men are comfortable fighting transgender women.
Okay, the reason why I am not comfortable fighting transgender women, because it's the physique wise.
You feel like you're hitting a girl.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's like the same issue, you know, it's like they feel like, I want to fight, I feel, it feels good on my conscience if I'm beating up a man, but what if I'm punching like a transsexual in the face? Like that's like, it doesn't sit right with them. So how many men are comfortable, men who are not transphobic, how many of them are comfortable stepping in a ring with a transgender person?
Okay, because here's this thing, right? Like, if I were to fight someone, okay, let's just say the other person is my size, but it will frame across the way that I am beating a woman.
Yeah, it still feels like that, right? Because like transgender women are women. Yeah. But it just, so it's going to be hard for me to find an opponent. Yeah. I'm definitely not fighting biological women. So it's hard. But my coach says like he'll try to like get me one amateur fight. I just want to do one amateur fight, just for the experience.
Okay, here's this thing, right? I know we're going to segue. It's like, because I'm thinking about for myself, it's like one amateur fight, like one development or one national, like the book itself, like the fight itself. It's like, oh, at least I can call myself a fighter. Yeah,
just so that you can go ahead.
I'm like, I need that shit. I'm doing this. This is my goal for now.
It's just to get that label, right? I was a fighter once. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's pretty much because I was talking to my coach, right? And my coach was like saying like, oh, you may go for more fights if you done your first fight. You will not know whether you'll be going to another. I'm like, fuck, I'm 32 this year already lah.
Yeah, actually, we are reaching of age where we shouldn't be fighting anymore. Yeah, body shouldn't be put under that kind of stress, and the stress is not from the fighting itself. It's from the weight cut.
Oh yes. I was really feeling that already.
And it's hard to cut weight. It's harder than the fight itself.
Oh yeah, I know someone who died for. I know my coach was like, who was part of the team, right, whose sparring partner has passed away because of weight cut.
Oh fuck. Sorry to hear.
Yeah, so but and dealing with the media and all this thing, it's not easy.
It's not, yeah.
But the worst
Dealing with
part-
the death is not easy, you know. That's fuck.
I'm like, fuck, like holy shit. I'm like, how do you deal with all the baggage in your like with the weight cut and stuff like that?
It's hard.
But what way are if you're gonna fight? what
Okay,
way
I'm currently around 70 to 69 depending on how much alcohol I've drank like the couple past days or how much food I've eaten while I'm drunk, which is a problem. Yeah, but I'm around 69 to 71 sometimes. It fluctuates. Yeah, but I'm not fat, by the way. I'm very skinny. I'm actually very tall, like 182. But yeah, it's hard to even make the weight. I want to hit 65 and fight next year. If I get the amateur fight, I want to fight 65 because, okay, this sounds very, very fucked up, but like this is a sad reality of competitive fighting. Me being 182, you know, like my strength is that I can, and being good at kicking people. Like my strength is keeping you far away so you can't hit me, and while I just go to town and slash you with my legs lah. You know. So if me being this 182 cm tall, I cut to 65 kg, I'll be fighting like what, like it's called what, light welter or something, or middleweight. I'm not sure, but
I because I am 187. And I now
yeah, you're damn tall. Damn tall.
I'm because I'm 90 now. So I'm just trying to see if I can drop until like 85.
85, then you'll be heavyweight, right? Still heavyweight.
Or cruiser, I think.
Cruiser. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure because for every different combat sport, the weight classes are different, right?
Yeah.
But the trick is that because people that are generally at 65 kg are not very tall, so it plays in my advantage to be fighting at that weight class so that I can just hit them from afar and snipe them down.
But okay, so you're pretty much a range fighter then. Like you
yeah.
fight far and outside.
I'm outside fighter lah.
I myself I'm a slugger.
What's a slugger? I'm not a boxer, so I don't know.
So basically I would want them to come in. So but I almost like stand. Sometimes I'll charge in. So I myself will dance outside sometimes. But my primary fighting style is just me going in.
In fighter, you have to go in and
I don't.
raw.
I don't fight on the inside. I don't like fight on the inside. I don't stay inside. But I'm more like okay.
You bait them to come in and then you punish them for doing that.
Yes.
Oh. For me, I kind of like at close. I'm not completely helpless close range, but I try to scare them away from and make them scared. Like, cause if you see my videos, like sparring videos, like you see me doing all kinds of like Yuri Boyka kind of nonsense on my opponents, like spinning kicks, like crazy, like multiple jumping kicks, right? Who's not gonna be scared of that shit? Like, you know, they're gonna wanna, you know, like I mean, if you know logically that kicks hurt you when you're far away, and if you come in close, you kind of won't get hurt so bad. But it's still human instinct to run.
But okay, here's this thing. Maybe I got a very fucked up human instinct. Right? There are times where I know the guy punch high, but I would rather go in.
Because you can kind of like, wow, shit, there's no video, so like you can kind of like step into the bicep and forearm area to wave off the damage, right? Yeah.
Then if you're inside, right, you kind of like you can. It's easier to manipulate their arms as well.
Yeah, correct.
And I'm not so sure whether this applies to kicks as well, but the distance for you to throw your punches also like kind of like cut down. You kind of like
correct.
void their punching.
Yeah, because if I were to kick you, right, it's either the foot or the shin that will hurt you. If you step in and my thigh makes contact with you, or my knee while my leg is extended, if it hits you, it's not really gonna do any damage. Yeah.
So for me, it's like I think I'm a little bit fucked up in the sense that I fight like that.
No, but that's a good thing because human instincts suck. Natural human instincts suck cock. Like really. Like most people when they're scared, what do? They freeze. They raise their hands towards the thing that is hurting them to try to push it away, which is a bad idea when it comes to people throwing kicks. You know, like if you raise your hands up like your fingers open and like you try to like push away at a kick, you're gonna break your wrists, your fingers, and it's just not gonna end well. Anyone who says, "Oh, I could just catch your kicks," right? That's a stupid idea. You know?
I just wonder like how do you catch someone else's kick, like it's just because it feels like there's a lot like thing going on in that.
I generally try. Okay, for me, right? Usually I check the kicks, or when I kick them before they kick me, or if possible, I kind of like try to rush in close. And this is a very rare time you ever see me. Usually, if I rush in close, I also want to end the guy already. So usually, I will rush in and grab the thigh, and then try to take them to the ground, and then like call it a day. but like as a kicker, you have to kind of if you're talking about like self-defense or street fights or whatever, even though a lot of people are going to advise don't kick in a street fight. I will kick in a street fight because
as a primary guy, I don't kick, right. I don't.
You're primarily a boxer, right?
I'm primarily a boxer, but I'll still kick if I'm able to.
Yeah. You should. Like personally for me, right, I know that I'm more confident in my ability to kick someone in the fucking face or in the ribs or in the legs. I'm more confident in kicking someone than the average person who isn't trained, like the average drunk YP bing that is like, 笑要掉罪 like, you know, like I'm more confident in kicking them than they probably are at catching or dealing with the fact that I'm kicking them. Yeah, and they're probably like them drunk or something like that.
But how often do you meet this kind of fight though? Like I don't.
Nowadays no. Nowadays no. Yeah.
Because I'm just imagining like, how often is the fight happen actually.
Okay, the thing is, if you growing up like a lot, like I was a very small, effeminate kid so like it happened quite a lot. But I mean, I guess older already, you know, you're a bit more mature. Then like this shit don't happen. So and if you constantly find yourself in street fights as an adult, like by adult I mean like past your 20s, right? If you're a kid, like obviously like children are stupid lah.
Yeah.
Children are fucking dumb lah. But if you're a grown-ass adult, right, and you find yourself on a weekly or daily basis in street fights, right, you're the problem.
I'm like because I'm like thinking like because I know a few pro fighters when it comes to boxing, right, and they're like and they also drink as well, and I think because they are pro, they fought before that. Like, fuck it lah, don't fight.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just if you're a pro boxer, you're a fucking mature adult, right? You won't want to square up with someone. You know the dangers, you know.
You'll be surprised at 30 years, at around you can see like 30 to 35 years old people who try to fight outside of a bar.
Yeah, like the outside cherry that time, right? Yeah.
And my head was like, I've never fought before.
You never been in a street fight before?
I've never been in a street fight before.
Whoa, you're lucky. It's good.
Or I'm just sheltered in the sense that I don't go to bars.
You never know. It could be also because you know how to avoid it, because like as a like in self-defense is, you know, like a lot of people always think of self-defense as like deadly moves to end the fight, but actually self-defense is knowing not to go to places that you could, you know, potentially get into that kind of trouble, knowing how to have situational awareness that this shit is gonna happen, so I should probably leave, you know, or I should maybe I'll make a quick exit to the toilet and like wait for, you know, things to cool off outside and then I leave the bar or something, or you know, or maybe just go there and you know, like non-threateningly tell everyone like, hey guys, like, you know, like, hey, you know, drinks on me, like just chill, you know, don't fight each other, man. Yeah.
I think that kind of level is kind of missed at least in Singapore context. Because we are very safe. I hate to say this one, but because we are pretty much very safe here, that's why.
I would say we are safe from things like gun violence, because we you know, only authorities get to handle guns, and they have to write reports if they fire it. But fights do happen a lot. Like it's just a matter of, okay, I think fights have always been happening outside, and it's just that only recently, if you've been on like those sites, right, you see a lot of videos of it being uploaded. Like, you know, this like crazy uncle in the MRT go there, slap someone and gonna knock out. That kind of shit. Yeah, it happens, but last time we don't have like camera phones, we don't have the culture of like recording stuff.
But camera phone has been around for about like 20 years?
I mean, when I was really young, like I just had Sony Ericsson.
Yeah. But it's got 10 years already. It's only recently because everyone was like, oh, okay, it's the bar just opened, that's all. Then
But I also think no, but you also see videos of fights that happen like outside of a bar context where alcohol is not involved, or maybe it is, but we don't know. But I think also because recently there is a culture perpetuated of like constantly being on your phone, social media. You notice the kids these days when they are walking out of school, they're not talking to each other or like spraying water at each other, like having fun. They are actually just scrolling through TikTok. Which is terrible. That's why I left TikTok. It's terrible, addictive social media platform.
I just started using TikTok.
Oh, please do not get addicted to it. I mean, no, I'm not shitting on anyone who wants to use TikTok. I just would advise people to exercise caution that the app is designed to make you addicted to scrolling and like I think the app knows that itself. That's why there's an option that you can actually set a limit to to stop you.
Really?
Yeah, there is an option. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that because
a time limit.
I just got using TikTok for the sake of the podcast, right? So it's not like you keep uploading videos and stuff like that. So and it's just such a weird context to it, like because right now I see older people using TikTok as well. And it's a weird thing to see older people using TikTok.
Yeah, because it's known to be like a kids thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, why are and video is not a thing until like past 3 years, 4 years.
Videos?
Video when it comes to video for social media.
But now every other app is literally catching up and having reels. Instagram reels, I would suggest actually putting the podcast on Instagram reels. Yeah, I think it's a lot better.
I'm doing that as well. I only get to catch on reels is like also the same time I do TikTok as well. So like it's such a weird thing because they are pushing the algorithm as well. So what the fuck? like shouldn't you be like don't do catch up and I don't know. It seems like everyone's just trying to do catch up with every other.
Yeah, it's like everyone's just trying to it's competitive, right? Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is that probably recently people are more like likely to be on their phones, and likely when they live on their phones, they live on the internet, and once they see shit like this happen, they'll just like whip out their phone and record. And maybe that's why you're seeing it more nowadays. But last time Pia Zui all this one video they don't video, yeah.
Okay, the Pia Zui thing, right? Have you been okay, because I went to one. Just for the sake of curiosity.
Like what your friends are?
So during my secondary school, right? So there's this it's like this school versus the other school. So
I school before.
So
I won't say the name of the other school, but yeah, I won't say the name of my school also. I mean everyone knows already, but like I also just legality wise.
Is it like a big is it like a home, is it like a heartland school like around here? Oh.
Yeah, that's cool. No, but it's that funny because that time I think got some soccer thing with inter-school soccer. Then my school win. Then the other team, but we're kids okay, then their side lose, then they not happy. Then I think one of the Paikia, like one of the quote unquote cool kids, like back then, like he just walk up the guy, kick the guy in the face. Then after that,
really?
Yeah, then after that like start already like everyone fight Then after that like one of them stalked this other kid who just got beat up like back home, and then like at his house door just beat the shit out of him again in front of the mother. No, when we are back in the day, right? Like that's how it is. Everyone got the Sasuke hairstyle, then tuck out one side of the shirt, and then like got the fucking year start from 77th Street, and like smoke cigarette outside school, opposite block, that kind of nonsense. Like it's just dumb shit like like it sounds a lot cooler until I really like tell you that it's how it is. It's like they carry the transparent file instead of a bag because bags are lame back then, unless it's a zinc bag that's in the shape of a bunny. And then like they got all the years start from 77th Street. They only wear after school because in school cannot Then their hair like Sasuke hairstyle. They just got the side fringe. Take selfie, put on Friendster. Oh, you know my name, not my story. Then they.
How late do you have you gone through this to go? Fuck, this is just dumb.
As in, like, I always thought it was dumb. And okay. When I was a kid, like, I was a nerd. So, like, I look at all of them, then I'm like, wow, these are like the scary big gangsters. But now I feel that as an adult now, like 28-year-old, if I see a group of 5 of them outside, right, and they go and like that and like hey, stare, I'll just like beat the shit out of them. Just like literally like grab them and like knee them and like spinning kick the other one and same to Shangri-La, you know what I mean? You just like side kick and like suplex the guy. Do some flashy shit because they're just like idiots. That
because it feels like nostalgia because there's this one time I was like when I was 15, no, 16 years old. I was going back home. Then I see a bunch of school. I don't know whether you know this school called Pioneer Secondary School.
Are we allowed to say the name of the school? Okay, but I won't. Okay.
So there's this group of students. I was walking back home, right? So it's under the block. So and while I was walking back, I was like glancing through. So there's this group of guys who's just staring at me.
How old are they? Secondary school.
So there's like, hey, see what fight is it? And I'm like, what? I'm like, my whole brain is like, wait, it doesn't compute. Like the whole brain thing.
What the fuck?
It doesn't make sense.
I think okay because like despite being you're a big guy, like I wouldn't mess with you actually. Like I wouldn't mess with you, you know, because one thing I know is that you don't know what people know.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. Like okay, a lot of people know me on the internet as like, oh, I was like fucking spinning kick, like this very agile, like tattooed, crazy ninja transgender person. Yeah, people know that, then they don't mess. But that, like you know, like most people would see somebody who's just like a normal fella, right? And like, hey, this one can makan. But they don't understand that you never know, right? You never know that if I met you the first time, I wouldn't know that you're a boxer. You never told me. Yeah, you never know this kind of shit. Like you don't know what people know.
But then again, like I think it's the ego part of things because the closest thing that I have is road rage. So but
you drive, right?
When I drive, then there was like someone who just come up. I remember like this one time I was in Bukit Timah. You know what Rifle Range Road is?
No.
Okay, the one that's opposite King Albert Park, the residential area.
Okay, I know I'm going to sound like an idiot, right? Or like maybe like a stuck up celeb or whatever fuck shit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, just for future context, if I ever like say anything in regards to superstar all this, I'm just it's a joke like. Like I don't actually think of myself that way, but it's funny to say it, you know. No, but I kept everywhere. Because like firstly, like you know, like you don't know what kind of things people might take picture of you. I do take public transport, but I don't do it very often. I usually kept, and then also like sometimes like you know shoots or like what I just fuck cab lah. I'm tired. Understand. Yeah, so I'm very ignorant of like the roads in Singapore because usually I'm just listening to music and like checking my call sheet like in the cab.
So it's private place. It's a private residential. So you do those bungalows and semi-D houses up. So this is one guy who just it's a two-way street, but about one lane has been taken up by the other cars. So when I was driving there, then after that, there's this one guy who came down and just said, hey, you know what, this is one way lane. I said, no, this is two way lane. Look at the
arguing about what it is.
Then he got very unhappy. He was like knocking on the door.
But objectively, were you right or was he right?
I'm right. It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street,
but it's a two-lane two-way street. So one lane is out, one lane is in. But I'm not so sure whether you know the.
I do not know anything about driving.
No, it's like the parking of a place, right? The residential area, those semi-D houses, right? They always take up one whole lane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they usually park outside the car, outside their house. So one car will take up one lane, So obviously I cannot move out. Like there's only one lane for in and out, So it's like who's right and who's wrong because I'm already on outside of driving. So this guy was like just coming in, just knock on the door and just go, hey, what's wrong? Like, do you know this one? Like, and I have to describe the whole road, and I have to stop myself from going out because I'm a Grab driver myself. I got passengers in the car. If I go out, I believe at some level a fight will
A
start.
fight will escalate.
Yeah, a fight will
Yeah,
escalate.
it's always about de-escalation sometimes.
So and it's like two elderly at the back. So it's like
You also
I
don't
need a
want
five-star.
to square out with somebody in
Yeah.
front of like poor elderly
Yeah.
couple, right?
yeah, like part of me was just like I need a 5-star.
Yeah. Hey, sekali you go out and fight, you get 5-star, you know, and tips, you know. The uncle like, hey, 功夫很好.
but it's just silly to them, just like people just coming on and just want to square up with you. I'm like, man, like it's what the fuck, man.
Road rage is something I will never understand, but like, I know it's a real thing.
Yeah, so part of me just don't understand the whole idea of like the idea of fight. I don't know. I feel like I've crossed the age of fighting. I got
Unless it's a sport.
yeah.
Same. Yeah.
I think maybe I joined this sport is because a little bit of FOMO as well.
Like you want to experience what it's like hitting someone, right?
Yeah. So they're like, do I want to do this? Do I want to like stamp the ring? At least it's.
Wait, you fought already?
No.
Oh, wow. It can be quite scary, like
Yeah.
from based on the experiences from my my gym friends like from the same kickboxing gym. Yeah, they tell me it's like a bit anxious, everything. Yeah.
Maybe because you know.
You know the other person's trained also.
Yeah.
Like-
but it's how trained are they?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I haven't fought competitively yet, but I've been. It feels bad for me. I don't feel good saying that I've been in a ton of street fights, like growing up, right? Because it just sounds so edgy and like like. It's like but like realistically speaking, I have, and I'll be honest with you, right? I think that I would be more scared about stepping in a ring than some asshole coming up to me wanting to square up with me. Because one is that if you're stepping in a ring, like this person has probably worked as hard as you. This person probably also knows how you fight. This person also has been studying you, and this person has been thinking about you for a very long time. And like you have to go through 3 rounds with this person. But when it comes to a street fight, right, this asshole doesn't know who the fuck you are. Maybe he does, but this guy probably hasn't worked like that hard, and this person is also probably like drunk, and there's no weight class also. Like maybe the person is a smaller fucker that thinks like.
But what happens if that guy you said is genuinely a bigger person?
Have you? Oh yeah, wait. You haven't fought a person, but you spar before, right?
Yeah.
Have you sparred a bigger person before?
Oh, it's hard to find a bigger person than me.
Oh yeah,
but
that's very true. That's very true.
But I do fight a bigger person rarely. So right now I'm trying to see whether I can get like bigger fighters.
Okay, so I got into a school fight with this very big guy. When I was in college, so ITE lah. Okay, I won't mention names. But you know how things are, right? You fight with people in school, then next day they can somehow be your friend again. This kind of stupid shit So I forgot why we even fought. I think it's like. Because when I was in ITE, I wasn't a nerd already. I was a bit of a badass okay. Then I think it's probably something damn lame, like he scolded my mother, then my mother died already, then I was like, fuck you, then like I said, hey, your mother cut slope or something then we exchange insults until a point it's like, hey, what fight? Come on, fight. Then like, so this big guy, I think he is taller than you, or like 187 around there, 185, like your size, very big guy. But like I know this guy cannot fucking fight but he's just very strong and I'm like skinny, so like I'm lean okay, I wouldn't say skinny, but like so the guy like grabs me, slams me, I kick him, I get up, he grabs me again, punches me and slams me again.
Shit.
And then I'm like, fuck these guys, so I fake like I'm going to rush at him. He kind of flinches, right? And then I jump on his back. I go to the side and jump on his back. I think in the process of doing that, I hit him in the nuts as well
Okay.
But I don't rely on goring shots Just if you can do it, but don't aim for it. But yeah, so I think in the struggle of going behind him, I fake and try to go behind him. I grab him in the nuts, I hit him in the nuts, right? I jump on his back, rear naked choke him. He starts punching me in the head while I'm choking him out, and then he just passes out. wake up, then he was like, wow, what happened? What happened? But I remember the whole time when I was like choking him, right? Half the class, right? The teacher never come in yet. Then half the class is like they're telling me like, hey, take it down. Then the other half of the class is like, hey, use your body weight, you're bigger. Hey. After that, I'm over there like choking him and I like pressing my head against my palm that is like behind the back of his head.
Have you gone through any martial arts fighting at that point of time?
Krav Maga and I was doing judo when I was there.
Okay.
And Muay Thai a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Muay Thai. Yeah, I was already learning Muay Thai, Krav Maga, and judo at that point already. Yeah.
Okay.
But Krav Maga was just like for a little bit. Oh yeah, back to the topic of Krav Maga.
Wait, let's finish the story first.
Okay.
So basically you. So you
I
basically
choked him the fuck out. I choked him the fuck out. And after that, when he like started, we were like waking him up. Then after that he was like, hey, what the fuck you just do to me, sia? Like, cause like, I think back then grappling wasn't a very popular thing.
It got very popular.
Only recently, right?
Only
Like,
recently.
like over time, like last time, the popular thing was what? Like taekwondo, karate, you know the.
But I always thought like taekwondo and karate is a very children's sport in a sense.
It is because most parents would be like, oh yeah, I want to get my kid to, like have some kind of achievement in life. Let's send them to the karate class or taekwondo or aikido. But aikido is fucking useless, personal opinion. Unless you can apply it well, then yeah.
My dad is a Chinese martial arts guy, and but I was not brought up that way. Like my dad used to fight in street fights as well. But in 1960s, 1970s.
I mean, the older it is, the more likelihood this shit will happen to you. Yeah.
So he says that fuck out all gangs. Why are you learning? Why are you learning this? But at the age of 30, like oh yeah, I discovered boxing so far. and now he's just trying to like tell me the stories about fighting using like Shaolin.
Oh, he uses the Chinese martial arts to fight.
The Chinese martial arts to like, but he has. I mean, like he trained before. So I think he wasn't. I'm not so sure whether I think he went up to a national level event. So but he stopped lah. Then he says that the kind of life like what the fuck life.
It doesn't bring anything good. Yeah, like honestly, getting into street fights and everything is just a damn degen behavior. Like I mean, as somebody who grew up with that kind of like environment, it is quite degen lah. Like go and get a job and go and like like be a decent human being. You know what I mean?
but you're like, but I think there's a very primal thing for us to learn how to fight.
I think it is in our nature, even though human beings are not really the best at like being violent. We are the most violent creatures that physiologically are not very capable of violence as compared to like a tiger or a gorilla.
Yeah, correct. But I think you learn to use tools
or collective knowledge. Like martial arts is collective knowledge in it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that everyone should learn how to fight.
I feel so too.
So I think that when you learn how to fight, like there's a
sense of security, because ultimately we fear danger, right? And that sometimes translates even into social settings. Like because actually honestly, which is worse? I ask you, which is worse, being rejected by society or getting beat up?
Oh, being rejected by society.
Exactly, because we are social species also, right? Yeah, but. I forgot what my point. Okay. So how our general fear of danger, right, might sometimes translate into our confidence in society. But if you eliminate your overall fear, you'll generally be more confident. Yeah. Like I would say I'm quite confident in social situations. Like walk around, like go party, I can make friends with anybody. Yeah. Because I know that at least the aspect of getting beat up, right, is very low.
I don't know. I'm like I would prefer to okay, for me I would rather go to. I think it's because I'm very introvert as well. So I would prefer to go to somewhere like the gym more than say a lot of people. Like I find I'd rather get beat up than to go to a social sector and just like interact with people.
Oh, I'll do both. Wait, so you're an introvert, is it?
Yeah, I think I'm at least a level of.
I'm more of an extrovert actually. Yeah.
So I'm like it's hard to go along lines where I mean, like, getting beat up is like.
It's scary, right? It's fucking scary, right?
But it's still like, okay. Look, I can deal with this shit. Like going to somewhere there's a lot of people and you have to interact with people
And possibly being like, you know, like talked about or made
Yeah.
fun of. Yeah.
It's like this is something I cannot control. I think like being able to.
But how badly you get beat up, you can do something about it. Right?
yes. Like I can, okay, shit, I can do this, I can do that.
You can hit him back. But in social situations, I come to see it this way actually. Everything in life is martial arts. Like I know it sounds very like weird, but hear me out. I think everything in life is like martial arts. Like even socializing with people. So like you need to like. That's the term social skills, right? We know like okay, we there are certain things that are appropriate to do, certain things that are not appropriate to do. Like always like, you know, like it is reading the room is like learning how to read your opponent. In a sense. So I do feel that you can translate almost any martial arts into anything in life.
But I'm like, but there are a lot of times in martial arts, right? Or at least when if I'm sparring with someone in the ring, right? We have a set of like, we know each other. Like, okay, look, this is how we're going to spar. This is how we are going in. We set the pace.
Right? There are rules, right?
Yeah, the rules are the rules are written down. If there are any other unwritten rules, you can't blame me.
Okay, but you
in
think
social settings,
in social settings you think there are no rules, right?
Not no rules. There are a lot of unwritten rules.
That's true, but then again also, right, when you spar with the person, right, you never know if they accidentally do something that is not within the rules. Like maybe they accidentally hit you in the groin, you know, for example.
But I can still deal with that shit. Like it's like there's this idea of like, okay, you go past that line already, so I can do it 10% harder to tell you, hey, fuck you.
Yeah,
Just,
or you can tell him like, yo, chill. Yeah.
But if in social setting itself, it's more like there are times I just, oh shit, I crossed the line. I offended someone, or I've offended maybe like as a guy, if I offended a girl, verbally, and you just like, oh shit, what? I didn't know I've offended that person. And
But do you realize like, oh shit, like in that moment or after?
There are times in the moment. There are times like after that. My times like, hey fuck, why you say that line? Like, you know, fucking creepy. I'm like, oh shit. Like, but that's how I work with the boys, man. That's like okay, the kind of jabs that I have with the boys. Like, okay, we all know it's jabs. We all know it's banter. We all know that like there's a clear line. But when you're talking to someone else who don't know what the line is, when you cross it, then you know that you crossed it. And sometimes when you accidentally cross it, you don't know you crossed too far.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So there's a lot of unwritten rules. Then sometimes you get blamed for it. Like why am I this? Why am I doing this shit? But however in the ring, in the boxing ring, right? Like the rules are there.
I think the difference is that the rules are more clearly written out when it comes to like boxing or like a sport, right? But in social situations, there are certain social norms that we adhere to as like, you know, people, right? Yeah, so there are certain things that we can't do, but I think it really just comes with practice. So it's like practicing to learn the rules. And then just like, you know, trying to do your best to thrive in an environment with set rules.
But it's just like the written rules is like sometimes just go because okay, this is what happens with my life, right? When it comes to socializing. Like there are some okay with this group of people, but the other group of people is not okay.
Oh, that's like seeing like in boxing I'm not allowed to kick anybody, but in Muay Thai I'm allowed to kick people.
But you know that it's just the rules being said. But the rules are written down, right? Like you go boxing, just okay, look, we all know that we are using our. But in social settings itself, let's just say you talk to a group of girls who are okay with this. I talk to a group of girls that's okay with this. But at the other group of girls, I don't know the rules, I don't know the setting.
Oh, that's why I always observe first. Like usually go in when I first meet people, I'm generally like, you know, very polite. I'm not being fake. I'm just like, you know, making sure I don't offend anybody. So I usually just like go there, I'm very polite to them. Then I slowly start testing water. Like, are they comfortable with this kind of jokes, or like are they, you know, what kind of stuff are they comfortable with? That's why I mean, I know they didn't hear this, but like before this interview, I also asked like, are you okay with me swearing? Like because I naturally do that. Like I'm naturally quite a bit of a vulgar person, but then I also check with you first. It's always good to check. Like people aren't going to fault you for asking you. If you go to someone's house, ask like, hey, your parents okay with me swearing? I always ask this. Like if the parents say, do I have to mind my language if I'm around your parents? What can I not talk about? No one's gonna be mad at you for asking these questions. Really, I feel.
I think I don't know. I like if you ask, okay lah. But when you, I don't like, there are times I just accidentally cross the line that you don't know. Like I've been in that kind of situation a few times. Like I remember like talking to like one or two of my Indian friends, and I make horrible Indian jokes.
Ooh.
But both of my friends know that it
comes from a place of like we are friends and we just joking, right?
But you have other group of guys who are like, what the fuck, man?
That's why I just avoid certain like specific jokes. Like
I mean, like they are there. Like it's that two or three that two Indian person is there, but the rest of the guys who are like Chinese and they are, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? That's too far. And but they're okay with it. Like they're okay with it. Like they know who I am and stuff like that. No man, it's too far. You can't do that kind of jokes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like are you offended by this by those two people? And so there's a social settings that you just go like, oh, can I do that kind of joke? Can I do that or maybe like, can I say that kind of thing?
I think when in doubt, just don't. No. Yeah, but one thing that I actually do, right, in social situations sometimes, right, is I make jokes about myself. I always sometimes I make transgender jokes about myself to test water. See if they find it like funny, right, then I know that okay, means they're the kind that can take a joke also lah, you know. But then if they hey, why you say that, I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm just very chill with making fun of myself. But either way, I didn't make fun of anyone else. You know, I still make fun of myself only. That okay, means I know this kind of people are a bit more sensitive. Then I don't make this kind of joke. Yeah.
For me, it's dead baby joke.
Okay, that one. Yeah, like I think that one best. That one very hard to avoid. That one. I also make often jokes about myself. So like what do you call? What do you call it when I take a selfie? A family photo.
That's sad. I remember like going to my so it's not dead baby joke, but it's more like dead person joke. It's more like there are times where my friend is having a birthday, but this is between me and the other guy. So that both of them are friends. So the birthday boy was there, and I was like telling to the other guy. So hey, look, you know why there's so many elderly people around?
Why?
Right? Because that's the closest thing to the amount of birthday they can feel as much as possible. so like they got not much more birthday left. So let's just go interact with someone else's birthday and just hijack.
Let's just go there to experience more like youth and birth.
Then like. And a lot of times I just tell my friends who knows that my grandma, my grandmother was in the hospital at that point of time. And while I was in the ICU, I was like saying like, you know the best way, you know those people, right, who say that they want to sleep and die, right, it's nice to have lah, but it's the most selfish people in the world.
Why?
Like it's like you don't leave a party, right, and not saying goodbye to everyone else. Like what the fuck?
Oh shit, sometimes I do that, yeah. Sometimes I get so blackout drunk, right? I close my eyes, I open my eyes, I'm at home. I don't know how I got home. I don't know if I say goodbye to everybody. But I'll post on Instagram, hey guys, great time. Sorry, I don't even know how I got home.
I'm like, wow, because for me it's like, oh, when you leave it, that one is permanently. You don't say, you cannot like go over.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's more like.
But if you die, they should understand why. You don't get to choose. I don't think it's selfish because you don't get to choose when you die.
But it's just like, there are people just, I just want to die in my sleep. I was like, wow, that's like if you can die, I would rather you to die with something horrible. At least people can go, okay, I think they're going to die soon. Like that's horrible.
But then again, you really got no choice on how you want to die, and I think it's okay to kind of like have a preferred way to die. Like
Yeah.
if I want to die, I want to die a hero lah. Die with honor, like a true warrior.
In the ring.
No lah, not in the ring ah. That one 吓衰.
I don't think so. I don't know. Like.
No, as in for me, I would find that like wow, that's very sad if I did lah, and I think it would be more selfish if I died doing a sport because then that might drive other people away from the sport. But if I die in my sleep, right, like it's not gonna make people not want to go to sleep. It's gonna make people be like, oh, Kelly just died in her sleep lah. Okay lah, maybe she got alcohol poisoning or like committed suicide or something. Like yeah, but I wouldn't want to die. I wouldn't want to die acting or like die doing a sport because it might scare people.
Really?
I wouldn't want
Okay,
to.
I do stand-up comedy. Part of me that just want to die, I died on stage.
Then why would you want to do that?
Like because if I were to die on stage, right, it's a, I don't know, it's like, because it's a level of like you on stage doing what you love, and you die doing what you love. Like that's what I want. That's what I want to do. Like I just go up on stage. I'm doing a career. I'm having a career right now, and I die on stage. Like that's a level of. That's like, oh fuck shit, man. Like this is the best way to die.
I get what you mean, but I think okay, like I think if I died acting, not so bad. Apart from me thinking like fuck lah, how are they gonna have continuity lah? Yeah, but if I died doing a sport that is like I mean sports have like danger involved, right? Like every sport is dangerous to some. Golf is dangerous. You could accidentally kill someone. Like you hit the ball into their face, or like you swing the club, the fucker walk by, then the head fly off. This kind of shit can happen. But if I don't want to ever die like doing martial arts in the terms of like fighting someone, because it might do damage to the community of people who enjoy doing martial arts. They might be scared. They might be like, hey, we don't want to send our kids to learn martial arts really because this famous person died from doing it. Like then they will like see it and they'll be like, oh fuck, like we should never ever do that.
But I don't know. Like part of me just think like maybe those group of people might be there's one small group of people that might be interested because it's so edgy.
Then they're doing it for the wrong reasons, right?
No, I would. Okay, so this is just me thinking. What happens if they're doing it for the wrong reason, but they find the right path?
That's very true. That's how I started actually. Yeah. Also, I started like martial arts because my background was bad lah. Like, I just wanted to be able to survive. I was an angry kid. Like I mean, obviously you get your ass beat like since you're 8, right? You're gonna wanna lash out at the world back, right? Yeah, but yeah, I eventually found my right reasons to be doing it, and that's why now actually the reason why, okay, another reason apart from like being hard to find an opponent also or what, or is because I feel that like over the years I'm a less angry person nowadays. Yeah, and because of the recent like opportunities I got, like like acting in like Argos School Army, and like soon Argos School Army 2 is coming out, which we already filmed. It's coming out June 16, 2022. Like that's real soon. Maybe by the time this podcast comes out, it's already out. But yeah, catch it. Yeah, because of this, right, I feel that I want to use my martial arts skills, right, to entertain people. Like I don't feel like I need to prove anything in the ring anymore, or I need to prove myself as that. But I know that like okay, from a outsider's perspective, right, the shit that I can do, it's aesthetically pleasing. Right? I can do like, you see my videos, right, 540 kicks, 720, all this like drop on the floor, flip back up, all these like spinning kicks. Spinning kicks look nice on camera. Yeah, like so I feel like actually why not, instead of using all this shit to like fight, right? Why not I just use it as a form of entertainment, since now I'm in a situation where that is actually more feasible and more possible and more likely than me actually even fucking finding an opponent. Yeah, so yeah. And apart from that, self-defense lah.
I was working with what do you call it? A media team. In my small company that I work in. So they are like so they're like throwing jabs and crosses as well for the shirt and the back of my head was like thinking, if you throw a hook, it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, hooks look nicer on camera then.
Because of the round thing.
Oh, but you know, on camera, right, if you're punching people, right, you okay, you know, in boxing, you want to keep it like all compact, everything, you know, so you don't telegraph, right? But on camera, right, firstly, widescreen, and you want dramatic effect, right? You need to really make your hook like wide and telegraph it. It's a dramatic effect, and also so that the other actor, right, has time to react to sell the hit, because you're not actually making contact with a person. Okay, you sometimes do make contact, like some things you cannot hide with the camera lah.
But when you telegraph it, you kind of like slow it down as well.
No, you do it full speed.
You do it full speed.
Like boom, like really like you really swing. So you need the person needs to be able to sell the hit like every time, because you're actually punching 6 inches away. I think about 6 inches, like depending on what the other person's comfortable with, away from their face. So you're actually quite far from the person when you're doing it. It's just hidden by camera angles. Yeah. So
I was like thinking like how did they do the hit and stuff like that? Because at the back of my head it was like saying like, okay, like if I'm the one who's behind the camera, this is how I would do it.
You need to you just need to be able to find the right angle, because like, you know, some things appear a lot closer on camera. Sometimes I'm not so sure. I'm not a camera person, but I roughly have an idea of how it works. I'm just the one in front of the camera. Yeah.
Have you ever thought like, do you want to go behind the camera?
No, I don't think I have the technical skill for it. Like I'm fully aware of like my capabilities and my incapabilities lah. I know that you give me technology, right? If you ask me how to use this thing, I also don't know how to use this like thing to record the audio. I don't know how to do any of this shit lah. Like you ask me how to do like all this computer shit, I don't know. But you ask me, can you do a spinning kick and not hit the person for real, or hit the person for real? Like, you know, I can do that. I can do it with a lot of expression. I can look really angry doing it, or I can look like really calm doing it. Yeah, you want me to like finish doing a spinning kick and land in a very cool pose, I also can do that. Yeah, but you ask me to like change camera lens, pan in, you know, like shake the camera at the right time when the hit comes. Because sometimes they do that, like when the hit. Then they'll jerk the camera. Like I see them do that. So that there's that feel, you know. Yeah, like I don't know how to do any of that shit. Yeah.
I think those skills you can learn through that. Or just can pick up along the way.
But how to operate the camera, all the buttons, all these, like scared. I don't know. I press the wrong thing also, you know. I know that this kind of shit I cannot do. But if you want me to act and like, you know, do stunts, I could possibly do that better lah.
I want to ask, before we go back to Krav Maga.
Okay.
I know the Krav Maga thing.
Yeah, it's like that one thing that we've been holding on to, right, for very long.
So I just want to ask a little bit about Agus Guam. Like, because there's a lot of like
controversy.
Then I want to ask like, how do you go in the first place?
How did I get in?
Yeah.
So I saw that there was this ad like on Facebook like Jack Neo is like casting for people to act in the film. Then after that, also my friend went to take a screenshot of it and send it to me. So it's like two how you say there's like 2 people, one of it being Facebook and one is like my friends, like saying like hey, you should totally do it. And then like I was like, actually, why the fuck not lah? Like, why not? Let's just go and do it lah. So I just went to audition lah. So what we're supposed to do was like to take to audition, make an audition video and then upload it onto Instagram and then Facebook also if you want, and then like tag them lah.
So technically they're already doing marketing before the whole movie come out.
I guess you can say that, yeah. But like yeah, I mean, I also don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah. I mean, you gotta adapt to the times, right? Social media is the new billboard, right? So is it billboard? Is billboard the right term to use? It's the new flyboard advertising platform lah. Yeah. So I did it. I portrayed the role as I mean, based on you meeting me the first time and the viewers hearing how I thought I'm very nonsense one. I'm very like I'm like the least serious person, right? But then I don't know why I decided to audition as like the no nonsense, serious, hardcore, badass that like like it's just like damn fucking serious like like damn cool and like oh yeah that kind of character. Then I also displayed some of my martial arts moves in the audition film, and then it went viral on Facebook, and that's how I got the role. Yeah, so because of that, right? If you watch Girls Go Army 1 and 2, right? Like I cannot give any spoilers for part 2, but all I can say is you gotta watch part 2. You really want to watch part 2. Like actually, you want to. Like trust me, okay?
Does it because of the reviews?
Never trust reviews. I mean, okay, like I cannot really. I'm quite. My hands are tied when it comes to commenting on stuff that I work with, because also I want to try to be as don't affect the. I say the opinion of the viewers but I'm just saying that personally I am very excited for part 2. Yeah, more than part 1 actually. Yeah.
How do you deal with the reviews then? Like the because
like some people are gonna say shit, right? I just take it as like everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Like no matter what, some like I mean you run a podcast, some people are gonna say shit, some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna enjoy it, some people are gonna hate it. It's just that's just how it is. If people for all the people that hate our Girls Squad Army, or like who give like genuine shit, right, for his movies, right, there are a lot more people who actually like it. Yeah, so I mean, there's a reason why he's famous, right? And there's a reason why he made it, right? So no matter how many people say bad things about you, there are also a lot of people that will like you, unless you're like a criminal. Even criminals, even
fucking Ted
Bundy, he got how many Sims? You know what I mean or not? Like regardless, there's someone out there in the world that loves you. And in fact, like for August Go, I mean, so much shit. But then we managed to, break box office record or some shit. I don't know the terms but I know that we did well.
but how is it like working there then though? Like what are the experience like working in?
Wow, it's fun. I like it. Like, yeah, I know that's my line part 1 in the trailer you see. It's okay, I like it. But I really like it, like it's so fun. Then it's tiring It's like really like waking up at ungodly hours, spending long hours on set, retaking scenes. But it's fun. I like the experience. The cast members are all very, very friendly. Yeah, like we all generally get along very well. We all like, like always doing nonsense. And also after we go out and eat and drink together. So like
Are there diva experiences that you felt from I suppose everyone did, because
what's diva experience?
Okay, so this is one time I was in a student film. So I was being told, can you just come and help the thing? It's an extra kind of thing. So there's this actor, I do not know his name. So he was in there. He was fucking diva.
Like how?
He was like he was scolding the director. He was going like, what the fuck, why do you do this, and no, you should do this, the camera person should be in here, and he was doing a lot of shit.
Oh no, like in Our Girls Go Army, I think everyone's pretty down to earth, everyone's pretty chill. Yeah, like we all are okay lah. Like I feel that there will definitely be, I mean, I've never experienced, but like I'm sure that there are like pretty diva people out there lah. But I think actually all of us like very chill one, like we all like hey got bubble tea, then like they buy it's every day is like Christmas.
Oh shit, really?
Like initially lah. After that I think we all like we all just like go there and then just okay, let's go and film. But like, at the start when we all meet each other, right? Or every day like someone like hey, my sponsor bring this one, hey, share, take. Then got food. Wow, I gain weight on set. I gain weight you thought like army film, confirm lose weight, right? No, because like I normally train like a maniac, and I eat like salad, all this, right? But then over there long hour on set, then like everyone always say, hey, take this one, eat. Hey, what? I bring in this one.
But the temptation is fucking strong.
You got nothing to do, son. Because okay, acting there's a lot of waiting. So like and also I cannot afford to. Like, okay, because for me, right, if I have nothing better to do at home, right, I'll go and work out. But then, like, over there, I'm wearing the outfit, everything, my makeup done, my hair done, right, I cannot afford to sweat. excessively or unnecessarily. So I also cannot like go and do push-ups while waiting or what, right? So I mean I did lah one time, but like 10 push-ups not gonna make me sweat lah. 10 clap push-ups are not gonna make me sweat. So yeah lah, so it's like I don't really get to work out there. Then like everyone's like damn friendly lah. They keep buying food, everything. Then yeah lah, again I think I gained like 5 kg.
Okay, I was worried because I got an office job. So it's just a marketing kind of job. So and everyone's like bringing food over. I was like, fuck, the whole temptation thing is fucking strong.
It's there lah, the temptation.
And you're like, man, like the amount of decision you have to make per day plus this, wow, it's fucking exhausting. Like that time just fuck eat lah. Just
eat lah, just eat only, right?
Just eat only, the calories is there. It's like, and considering like this weekend has the next weekend has a fire, so I was like, fuck this shit, like what am I gonna do with the calories?
Yeah, that's why I gotta. Oh, I do fasting sometimes. I mean now I'm actually okay. I'm checking my watch not because like I'm like, oh, when would this end? No, I'm checking my clock so I can know when I'm allowed to eat because I'm actually kind of like doing this intermittent fasting thingy.
How's your intermittent fasting?
So it's like, okay, you know, like last night I told you like shit lah. I think today confirm I'm gonna wake up a bit later because like, I was like ordering Takagi ramen last night. Yeah, eating out, I'm damn hungry, but like yeah, so means like I can eat after 3 o'clock.
Oh shit.
No, but I eat the long if I don't eat at 3 sharp, it's fine. It's just that I'm allowed to eat after that because then I'll have like 16 hours.
Oh okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do that because I lost all the weight that I gained from Argos. But it's not obvious, it does not show on me. It's just like I think I see number on the scale, I'll be scared. Yeah. You can try fasting, yeah, it helps.
Because I tried fasting. So it's like my fasting is like 1 meal a day. So 1 fucking heavy meal per day. Then I think I lost about 30 for I lost about 20 for that.
20 kilos. What the fuck? That's quite insane eh.
Then after that, the last 10 kg I was like, fuck it lah, like just eat lah, don't care.
But I think for me it's hard to lose any more weight because a lot of my weight is from my bones.
Oh, yeah.
Like okay, you look at me, do you believe that I'm like 70? No, right? Okay, if I stand up right now, I mean, you see like my waist very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very skinny. I think a lot of it is bone mass and muscle.
But how are you gonna drop to 65 though?
I have to cut water weight before the fight. Night before, but I also don't know if it's gonna happen. Like everything I say is like I take it also a pinch of salt, cause I really don't know where my future is going at this point. I just know that I'll be going somewhere, but I don't know where it is and what is happening. But I would ideally like to pursue future acting projects.
What were you doing before your acting project?
Oh, I was just a copywriter, copywriting assistant. Yeah, freelance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing fun lah. Before this.
Because I'm just curious, like what happens before Argus go army?
Oh, so I was just doing copywriting or like write some stuff for people, very easy. Like then working from home then like I just train a lot lor, like just exercise a lot, then practice martial arts, all this. And my life was very simple and like uneventful lah prior to Argos. Like really, it was that uneventful. Then with COVID also, like I never go party, all this. Like before that, I party anymore a while. Now I also party anymore a while also, you know.
So okay, now I'm going to Krav Maga.
Oh yes! Finally, we get to discuss Krav.
You're scratching the itch.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you feel it's like an itch, and then you like, okay, don't scratch. Don't scratch the itch. Okay, what do you want to ask about it?
Like how popular is Krav Maga in Singapore?
Oh yeah, I think it's popular for the wrong reasons, not just in Singapore but in general. Because people who don't know much about martial arts will think like, oh, it's so deadly. The army uses Krav Maga, you know, military uses Krav Maga, and it's like, oh, here are the dirty places, places that hurt, eye gouge, cock shot, all these, right? But if you really think about it, right, like everyone thinks it's badass because why the army uses it. But if you really, realistically speaking, right, how do soldiers fight? Soldiers don't fight with hand-to-hand combat. Soldiers fight with weapons, tactics, strategies, and intel. If a soldier has to square up with somebody, right, something went wrong. A lot of things went wrong for that to happen.
Have you heard of Normandy?
What's that?
So you have the D-Day in World War II, right? I think at that point of time, although at least in World War II, right, that they are so close to each other. I think there's a lot of people who may think my facts are wrong, which I think I have. but there are also like there are times like just because of the resources that's going so low, or when you start coming in, you're doing at the beach. You're going at the beach, right? You're just charging into as the first few wave, right? I would not be surprised if there are like, if it's like the later stages in on a beach fight, right? That close combat will happen and stuff like that.
It could happen, but that means that something has failed for that to happen.
Yeah.
Because if they had the intel, they would have been able to like set up like snipers. Maybe I know I've never been to the army, so except for Argo School Army, which is just an acting, acting gig. But like I would assume that something has gone very wrong for it to boil down to hand-to-hand combat already. Yeah, but I mean I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that like reports of its effectiveness is like the ones that come back to say, hey, what I did worked, survived. The ones that didn't, like, they died, so they can't come back and say like, hey, this technique doesn't really work because they're dead, right?
Yeah.
Like dead soldiers can't come back and give you like analytical reports. But also, like, the appeal of it is that you're doing deadly stuff, like how you say it? Like, eye gouges, all these like horrible things. But actually, if you really think about it, right, how do you get good at fighting?
You just fight.
You spar, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you keep getting into fights, it's gonna take a toll on your physical health and everything. You probably would not become a very good fighter if you kept getting into regular uncontrolled fist fights, which Krav Maga is. There's no competitions for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Can you just like eye gouge?
yeah, imagine you get eye gouge on a regular basis, you go blind, and you're not gonna be a very good fighter if you can't see, right?
But is Krav Maga effective or not? Like, in a sense that, like,
I'll get there soon. But like, firstly, I gotta tell you something. Like, okay, you can't practice eye gouges and groin shots in sparring.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't practice it often, how sure are you sure of its effectiveness, and how good will you be at doing it, right? Yeah, unless you want to like wear a steel cup and then like shin guards and then practice kicking each other in the nuts lah. Like, but still it will not be very pleasant, right? But how to say, I feel that Krav Maga does have a certain techniques, at least the one that I learned, because I feel that Krav Maga is ultimately more of a concept than an actual style, like it's the actual fixed style, because it's kind of like instilling that like you strike with a lot of aggression, you do whatever it takes to win, and what else? What else do you know about Krav Maga? I'm not getting off the top of my head.
You just do what it takes to win.
Take whatever it takes to win. Use whatever you have as an object, as a weapon, right? Yeah, and like
like poor Jackie Chan,
aggression. Yeah. No, but then again, that could be said about self-defense in general. So it's more. I feel that Krav Maga is more of a mindset than an actual style. Like, of course, I did learn certain things from my Krav Maga training last time that I didn't really learn from other styles. Like certain things like going in and like the person hit like trapping and then displacing his positioning, and then like striking from very weird angles, and like rushing them with like like shoulder blocks, closing the distance and punch them, this kind of stuff, or like like controlling the arm, locking the arm while kneeing them,
which reminds me of how I fight. Fucking use forearm to block.
Yeah.
Just sure push and push him down.
Or push the hand down, then slip your arm under his arm, and then like lock him, put him in like submission while beating him. Yeah, like in a standing submission while beating him. Yeah, these are stuff that I learned from Krav Maga, but I feel that a lot of people that join Krav Maga, like, they feel that it's a very easy way to learn to be able to fight and defend themselves. But the thing is that there is no easy way to learn to be a fighter, like to be able to fight or defend yourself, because it is hard work. To be a fighter, to be not okay. When I say fighter, I don't mean like a competitive fighter. I mean to be someone capable of defending yourself, right? It is hard work. There is no shortcuts. Yeah, so a lot of people who go into Krav Maga have the mindset that, it's very simple but deadly moves that I can easily learn.
Who's the guy who is the guy with the on YouTube? There's this one Mexican looking guy who say he was a policeman that got really famous for self-defense.
Is he IC Mike?
I think so.
He has a very short guy.
No, not IC Mike. IC Mike is one of those guys that I respect.
Yeah, he's a police officer, right?
Yeah, but there's this one very, very fat Mexican guy. He got very famous. I'll have to email
Mexican guy.
That Mexican looking guy. I'm not so sure he's So
Okay, we describe him.
So basically, he's always like wearing a uniform, police-ish kind of uniform.
No, he's not Mexican. It's Dale Brown. From Dust.
I think so.
He always wear the policeman the stupid the ear comms thing, and he's not talking to anybody also.
Yeah.
Increase your chances of survivability. That fella, right? He's not Mexican. He's black, right?
Is he black? I don't know. He looks Mexican.
Then he got beard and everything.
Mustache.
Dale Brown. What about him?
Fucking stupid guy. Like I think he's one of those guys that overplays like self-defense a little bit too much.
I've seen his demonstrations. The guy would get smoked in a hand-to-hand combat situation, but he's a security dude. Like he's an actual security guy. They are just armed to the teeth. They just have a lot of weapons. They probably never need to actually employ their self-defense, but like their hand-to-hand combat. But like I don't know lah. Like I just see his video and he's a meme. Yeah, he's just a meme. Yeah.
I was looking at that guy and just go, oh shit! Like how does it? Even female self-defense course.
Women's self-defense course, a lot of it's bullshit.
It's a lot of bullshit.
Really, a lot of it's bullshit one.
So I'm like, oh, I as a bigger guy, I just go in there and I just
punch a person. No, the thing is learning to defend yourself. There's no like special wrist law or what fuck shit. You need to learn how to deal with being punched, kicked, strangled, and being in very uncomfortable situations. To learn to fight, you need to
fight.
Know how to fight. There's no like, I'll just kick him in the nuts. Because okay, I'm transgender, so I still have male genitalia. Okay, so yeah, I have cojones lah. Okay, so in sparring, I don't wear groin guard. Then like in sparring, of course we don't get hit each other in the groin in Muay Thai, right? Accidents happen. What? I get kicked in the groin, roundhouse kicked in right smack there, and it doesn't stop me. So people who say shit like, I would just kick you in the groin and it would be done. Like no, that does not happen. Like I've been kicked. The person actually want to go for 2 inside leg kick double. I pop, both landed right in the groin.
Oh man.
I punched him in the face. I kicked him after that. Then he was like, hey, sorry. Then I'm like, no, it's fine. Continue. Like I'm okay with it. Then he's like, hey, but I hit you in the groin. Then I'm like, no, yeah, you did, but like, it's unpleasant. Yeah, I feel like I want to throw up a little bit, but like I can still continue the 2-minute round that we are having. Like let's just continue. Like I'm enjoying this. Like it's part and parcel. Accidents happen. Yeah. So.
Because I get it. There are times where someone just throw like a overhand.
The body shot or what?
Sudden body shot, sternum here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah lah. It will stop me lah. You're like me. But there are a lot of times when they throw this, my hand is really over their face already. So it's like we are both trading blows at the same time.
Yeah, we're both getting hit at the same time.
Yeah. So it's like. I still can hold on to that.
You can still hold on to it, but everyone thinks that the groin is a magic weak spot for everybody. Yeah, like for guys or people with cojones. But it is subjective. You never know someone's pain tolerance. Mine is very high, by the way. So like, some people you hit them in the groin, they go down. There's a story. This is a story like in Australia. I think I've told some people about this during my time on TikTok, TikTok live. Cause people ask me like, have you been like a street fight? Then I'm like, okay, I've been quite a few, but like this one is like a funnier one lah. So this was like adulthood lah. Okay, I past 20, I was like back then a bit of a delinquent lah. But okay, this one is really, it's really not. How you say? It's just that stupid. Okay, I'll just tell you the story. So I was taking out the trash lah. Like I was like in Melbourne. So I was just taking out trash to move on to my next Airbnb to meet my friends lah. And yeah. So I was with my girlfriend, and after that, like she was feeling very cold. It's like really, really super cold. So I said, hey, why don't you go across the street to go to the the heater? And then let's say you faster go across the street first. I will take out the trash lah, and then I'll meet you at that shop lah. So she was across the street, she saw everything. Then when I was taking out the trash, right, these like hobos, fucking hobos, right, with the greasy beard and all this shit, right, like 3 of them lah, they walk up to me, and then one guy just like smacks my ass and grabs it.
Oh shit.
So at this point, right, I'm very confused on whether what I did was right or wrong lah. Because like I could have just been the bigger person and just walked away, right? Yeah, but then I felt that my reasons for this was not because I felt unsafe, because like I honestly could take them. Like honestly, they are kind of old-ish, like probably a little bit older than me, and then like they look like hobos then. But you never know, maybe they're on drugs. But like he grabbed me, then after he was like hey, everything, you know, like the typical like hums up shit, right? Then I look at him now, I was like, do you just grab my ass? Then he's like, yeah, what you gonna do about it? I'm like, okay, so let me get this straight. You touch me, can I touch you too? Like I say in a bit like, you know, like flirtatious way, like, can I touch you too? Then he like open up like his boy, and he's like, touch me all you want, baby. Then I punched him in the nuts.
Aiyo.
Then he went down. Like actually he just dropped. Then I immediately went behind him because his other two friends were behind me when he touched me lah. So I moved there, so I make sure that they're all within my field of vision. And then I was like ready to go. I'm like, anyone want some? You know, I like, you want some? Come on. Then after that they were like, they just ended up laughing at him for getting hit in the nuts And then I just like awkwardly calmed down, and then I calmed down and awkwardly walked away across the street. Then my girlfriend was like, what the fuck was this? What the fuck just happened? like what was that? Then I'm just the guy just groped me. You saw yeah, then they were just laughing at him because he was on the ground holding his nuts. But that is it's a case by case basis, you see, because you see, we on one hand we have him being hit in the nuts and he went down straight away. On the other hand, you have like people like me that get roundhouse kicked in the groin twice in a sparring match, and I still am standing. You know, so yeah.
I think the reason why people kick in the thing or kick in the when you kick in the nuts, you're not there to make that person go down, and because that's a very bad misconception.
Because of movies.
I think you want to kick in the nuts is to shock them.
It's no different from hitting anywhere else, really. Like any other vital part.
Yes. So you when you want that person to go down, you liver shot. If not, you do like
liver shot. Actually no. I'm not shitting on groin shots. I'm just saying that everyone thinks it's a lot more effective than it truly is.
It's groin shots. I think is good for that shock factor.
Shock factor, yeah.
Yeah. So when you get kicked in the nuts, it hurts.
It definitely does.
Then,
it's not pleasant.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. So it give you the time to run.
And
I think that people forget to run.
Yeah. No, a lot of people think that they kick the nuts and then they just have their hero moment and stand there, right? Yeah, no, the person's gonna come back in like 2 seconds, usually, if they're that angry. Yeah.
So it's like people forget to run, and when you forget to run,
shit happens, you know. Or, you know, you can kick them in the nuts and follow up, because they usually the reaction from being hit in the face is usually their weight shifts the direction that you threw a hit. Hit them in the solar plexus, they usually buckle over a bit, right? Here in the groin, they buckle over a little bit more. You can follow up with other strikes. It's like hitting in the groin is effective if you're gonna follow up with like maybe an elbow downwards to the back of their, you know, the back of their head, or like to pull them down closer so you can knee them in the face, like. But it's not like something that you just use or use like your go-to move.
It's not your one.
It's not your one shot wonder. It's not gonna happen. You kick the groin, then they're low, then you kick their head
Because I'm at the point like thinking like, oh, you're going to. It's only after sparring then I realize groin shots, because there are a lot of times that groin shots
accidentally happens.
Accidentally happen.
Really? In boxing?
Because you're doing body shots, right?
Oh yeah, no wonder some boxers wear groin guards, right? I always wondered why they did that if like no kicks in the play.
But you're doing body shot, then sometimes that person, a lot of times when I'm fighting, because that person is
a lot shorter. No wonder you see the tall people wearing it.
Yeah. So when the shorter person do a body shot, right, when you go down, right, just go, what the fuck, man? So one person under the belt, one. It's like, okay, can. And there's a good chance it's go under the belt. So
yeah.
Like, okay, can. Then a lot of times I go, hey, look, it's a little bit too low. Then everyone was like, okay, I'm so sorry. and there are times where.
But you've been hit in the groin?
I think 2-3 times. Yeah.
But okay, let's say the stakes were high and it's like you are in a fist fight, right? You get in the groin, right? Will you back down?
No.
Exactly. You see,
I think because of the
adrenaline,
yeah.
and also because like you're not like how you say, you have the intent to continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, those that don't have high pain tolerance, no intent to continue, you hit them in the ground, they're done. But
Yeah.
most people who are violent and actually a threat to you will not feel that way.
Or maybe because it's already in the middle of a fight. Like it's in the middle of a fight, your guard is out.
Yeah, correct.
And you're like, because there are a lot of times where I hit at the sternum, right? And I can like, okay, look, I got hit the sternum and I can continue. I'm not so sure it's because of the body mass. No, I'm not so sure it's because of my body mass and stuff like that. Just I'm like, fuck it, just fucking hold on to your leverage and just start working on the body. So I'm like, okay, it's not going to be that painful right now. It's just I can control.
It's like you know that you are feeling a lot less than you should, right?
Yeah. So it's like groin. If you kick me in the groin, like if just one person just suddenly walk over and kick me in the groin, okay lah. Like I'll buckle lah. But if I'm really in a like a focus.
The focus mode, right? You won't, right? If somebody just walks up to me for no rhyme or reason and kick me in the ground, right? Like, sure, I might get shocked, right? But then like 0.5 seconds later, I'm gonna get real angry and chase the fucker down and beat the shit out of him, you know.
This is one thing that was being said about IC Mike that I can't agree as well. Like people just say you can. There's a lot of people in the martial arts that say, oh, if you can, don't fight. You can just run. But the problem is, you need to know how to run as well.
Yes, this is what I also tell people this, like how often do you run? Like a lot of people are saying like, oh, I would just run, man. Like then I ask them like, when's the last time you actually ran? They're like, back when I was in like doing IPPT or like in my BMT days, I'm like, do you run last week? Like how is the last time you ran? Like I run. Like okay, I recently got an ankle injury, but like it's healing up pretty well. I think I can run now, yeah. But like I mean I ran yesterday a bit during karate class, they made us jog. But I do run on top of like my training. Like I go to Muay Thai, I go to karate, and on days that I don't, I'm at home lifting weights or like punching the dummy, and after that usually I go running and go run in the park. So
I hate running.
You hate running, right? But like if you want to ever have running as your option, you have to practice. You know how you're going to be good at this. Same as sparring, right? You never spar, you're not good at fighting. Yeah.
I know. I've just started going back to running because I think I strained my ankle.
Sprain is when the ligament tears.
Oh, mine is like so I twisted my ankle. So right now it's like there are times I remember like that when it first started, I can't skip at all. I can't even walk.
Fuck. But do you have to be put in a cast? I had to.
I didn't go to the doctor.
Oh.
It's so I'm still okay. In a sense.
Hey, later I got the Muay Thai massage oil. You got try before?
No.
Shiok one eh.
I because I use Tiger Balm.
This one is like Tiger Balm, but actually is nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, later I let you use.
Okay. So I was like, I can't. I remember like skipping. I'm like fuck this shit. I can't skip. I was like telling my coach like I can't skip at all. And I was doing I was doing a little bit of footwork because I was trying out this footwork where you suddenly sidestep, then you pivot, then you go back again, then you do another sidestep at the other side. Fuck, I was doing
cutting angles.
Yeah, I was just trying to cut angles, right? And then it was like, I can feel my ankle like once
it hurts.
Yeah, I can fucking feel my ankle.
Ooh, fuck. Do you do physio like workouts for your ankle right now? I mean you could walk, right? I mean I saw you walking, right? Yeah. So the reason why I healed so fast from my second degree sprain, and it's a second degree sprain, right? So basically like slight tears in the so first degree, a strain is like, you know, you just a bit like, you know, hurts 3 days later you'll be fine. A sprain is when your ligament gets pulled real hard and stretched. A second degree sprain is when the ligament has slight tears. Third degree is a complete tear.
Okay.
Yeah. So like for me, right, when it first happened, right, I cannot even stand properly.
Shit.
Yeah, I cannot stand properly. I nearly fall down when it happened. But my tolerance for pain is fucking high lah, so I actually could walk enough to get to a wheelchair.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there's also a avulsion fracture, so a piece of my tibia actually got chipped.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew.
But the reason why, okay, but the thing is, what happens to that tiny chip? It's a very tiny chip. It's the size of fingernail. Yeah, there's a tiny chip. It probably got reabsorbed back into the body, and then the bone like grows back. That's just how osteoblasts work. But immediately, right, when I could bear weight onto this and actually like stand up and walk, right, I started doing this thing. I take a resistance band, I put here, I put it, okay, I have to describe this audibly. You put the resistance band and you practice all your ankle movements.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need to re-strengthen your ligament, your whole joint, your whole area that got injured as soon as possible. Get blood flowing there, use the Thai massage oil, massage it so that you can press harder, and you know, like there's lubrication. Massage it for blood flow. Blood goes there, heals faster, right? You do all that like dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, all these like movements. You try to write the alphabet with your ankle every day. I did that every day. The minute I could move my ankle again, the minute I could put weight on it, I started doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like so from the day that I was in the cast, and I know I shouldn't do this, but I took off the cast. I took off the cast 3 to 4 days in, and I started walking.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's second degree sprain and avulsion fracture. I started walking, I started doing all these things. Even when I was in the cast, I was doing like sit-ups and push-ups. So because if your blood is flowing well, you heal faster. Yeah. So that's how you actually like heal from shit like that a lot faster.
I still walk, so it's not that bad. So I walk a lot. Then after that, I go for swim.
Swimming is good. Swimming is good. Yeah.
So I just go for swim, and I still want to kind of like improve my cardio.
Yeah, that's a good way actually.
Yeah.
That's actually very good.
And when I swim, I just realize because I know that I'm not putting a lot of weight on. Like it kind of like heal. I'm not so sure whether I'm healing fast enough. But it does not hurt as much as say 1 week later.
Means maybe it could be a strain or a first degree sprain. First degree sprain 2 weeks you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second degree is 6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's strain. But it's like it's like after you go swimming like 1 or 2 weeks later, it doesn't feel as bad anymore.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because you're probably getting blood flow and your systems are all at its peak and best, then it will heal fast. And like also like diet wise, like don't drink sugar, all this. Yeah.
Don't drink sugar.
I don't actually. I don't drink bubble tea actually. On a normal basis. Yeah.
I don't drink bubble tea as well. But I still take like kopi peng lah.
Oh, this shit I don't drink. I only drink alcohol and water.
I've stopped drinking alcohol.
Oh, that's good.
I've stopped drinking alcohol regularly. So it's pretty much like I try to keep it like once a month. But now I think I need to go a little bit more. Once a month.
You gotta keep it healthy. I'm actually trying to cut down. I'm an alcoholic actually.
How much do you? Here's this thing, right? I cut down because of my weight. I was 120
kilos. Wow, that's twice my weight, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nearly twice my weight.
And then I dropped to 80. I think I weighed 88.89 this morning.
I got weighing scale, can check later.
I don't dare to stand up because I had a heavy lunch. so it's like when I cut down alcohol, right? It's like because I used to finish like one bottle of whiskey every night.
Fuck. I also last time.
Yeah. And then after that started boxing. Then it got cut down once a month.
Wait, are you a functional drunk? Like when you drink, can you still do stuff? Like are you able to like do adulting?
Not really.
I can. That's the problem. That's why it's hard for me to quit.
Okay, what do you mean by for me is I have to. If I start drinking, I'll start drinking until like once I finish a bottle.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep. Then I wake up.
Hungover.
Hungover. Sometimes don't, because my alcohol tolerance was pretty heavy at that point. So my body mass was like eased down the
I later
alcohol.
want to drink a beer.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's like so I drank the night before, it wasn't that bad. Now 2 pints, 3 pints tops of beer.
That's healthier. That's a lot healthier. I wish to reach that level actually, cause I'm more of a vodka person. That I really drink like my friend. I got one Russian friend. He also say, he's like, Kelly, you really
Half Russian.
might as well be you know. No, I really drink a lot like crazy, right? But the thing is, okay, I drink when I'm at parties, but sometimes when I'm at home, actually usually lah, when I'm at home, right, I will just like chuck like don't know how many cans of strong zero. It's like vodka soda lah, like it's 9%. Then I'll chuck a lot, like non-stop. I could like chuck 8.
But you drink at home to get drunk.
Yeah. I don't drink for taste. So I don't have a sense of smell. I don't have COVID. Don't worry. I don't have a sense of smell. I don't have a sense of taste. Yeah. I have a sense of taste, but it's very weak. So I don't care about taste that much. Like I don't like. I can taste very salty or very spicy stuff or sour stuff, but
You need to be very heavy.
yeah, it needs to be very heavy taste from your taste. So if you give me like strong zero, right, I don't care what flavor you give me. I drink also drink. I can't really. You give me shitty tasting alcohol, I can still drink it, and because like I drink not ever for the taste. You give me 2 different beers, I can't distinguish.
For me, it's whiskey, right? I'll drink based on price point. So I got one whiskey. If I were to drink, like if it's a very good whiskey, right, I'll keep it. So that times I just bring it out. But I'll make sure there's another one that's cheap.
The cheap one to get drunk, is it?
Yes. So it's like, I drink a little bit. I mean like three shots. Then I'll just put it one side.
Wow.
Then after that the cheap whiskey. So it's like teachers are.
King Robert is the lowest I've gone.
Yeah.
King Robert is the most degen
Robert's.
level of whiskey I've done. But the thing is, you give me King Robert, you give me some fancy brand, right? I don't give a fuck. Because like, to me, the taste difference, right, is not very obvious to me. Like my taste buds are very weak. I can't really taste much shit.
I don't. I make sure. I don't know. I think it's because I buy it. I know it's a more expensive whiskey.
It's the psychologically, yeah. I get what you mean.
So there are a lot of times like those King Roberts they're just at the side, and they start drinking. Like, I can finish like 1 bottle a night.
I can finish a bottle of Absolute also in a night. Smirnoff also, or like vodka.
Yeah.
Belvedere also, you give me one, I can finish one night.
Yeah, but it's just like excessive drinking. It's just I just keep drinking. And, like I use my bottle of my cabinet. There's 4 whiskey, right? Now it's an empty bottle. The graveyard of all whiskey bottles.
I mean, you can see over here so many.
and you're like wondering like, why did I do that? Like I was like, looking at that and go, okay. I stopped drinking so much is because I went to a bar with my friends. And it was so bad. I drank until so bad that I'm the asshole over there.
Oh.
And
okay, but at least you're self-aware about it.
Yeah.
That's the important bit.
And I remember. Okay, what kind of drunk are you?
A functional fun drunk.
Oh.
So
So you're the kind of people who still hang out with you.
hype one like you know I mean people generally want me to get drunk with them. And then like sometimes the funny thing, right, is that if I drink alone, right, I black out halfway and then I wake up the next morning. Sometimes there's a video left by me while I'm drunk to my sober self, or there are notes written saying, hey, laundry is done by the way. You know, like this shit, I don't even remember doing it, but it's like I think when I'm drunk, I'm kind of aware that I will not remember this shit the next day, so I kind of troll myself a bit, or like, you know, like try to freak my sober self out. I think it's funny. Then I'm like, hey, sober Kelly is drunk Kelly, yeah, what's up, motherfucker? Then I'll be like, hey, by the way, laundry is done, all washed and hung for you. By the way, I did some work for you last night. Don't get shocked if you realize that it's all done. Oh yeah, I cleaned the house. Sometimes that happens. Then, but at parties, right? I'm just quite wild and like I just like go around and chit chat everybody, kind of shit.
This is the nice drunk. I am the other one.
Oh, you're a terrible drunk.
I'm those kind of existential passive aggressive drunk.
Ooh, shit.
I'm the guy that goes to World War II and come back.
Oh, so you get depressed.
I'll get fucking depressed. I'm like, what the fuck this shit, man.
Ooh, then you shouldn't. Yeah, then if it makes you sad, then don't drink. Yeah.
But it's just like then. I think that's the reason why I try not to drink as much anymore. Because I think when I drank, I was not in a good place. I'm not saying that I'm in the best place right now, but it's still like considerably better. But I was like, I don't know what to do with my life and stuff like that. So I was drinking, and I was just trying to deal with all the sad stuff lah. Then after that, I'm not a very nice drunk. Everyone's like, what the fuck, Gary? Like, why did you get drunk again? You know you're a very heavy person, you cannot go home, right? No one's gonna fetch you home, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm the kind of like shitty drunk. That's like, that's alright. Okay, I forgot, I can't drink that much anymore.
Okay lah, at least you know that you shouldn't, you know, like, yeah lah, like the but I think that is good in a sense because like you have reasons to stop. The thing is, I know that drinking is definitely fucking unhealthy. It's practically the most unhealthy thing that I do. Apart from that, I'm quite healthy. Like I eat vegetables every day. Like my diet is kale and eggs. And the occasional what's that chicken that I like? The one that very strong flavored one. Wait. Wingstop. Wingstop is so good. I put salt on it also. I dip in the sauce. That's the only thing that I eat that I actually enjoy. Because I eat kale and broccoli and eggs because I know it's good for me. Honestly, when I eat it, right, I'm always trying with new sauces like lao gan ma or like I putting shit on it like salt just because I want to be able to enjoy eating it, but it's hard. But I know that it's good for me, but it's already what I eat every day. But occasionally I treat myself. Today work out a lot, you know. Then I can eat Wingstop lah. At least Wingstop got flavor to me, you know. So I just eat, But drinking is the only real unhealthy thing I do, and that's the only reason. And of course, it is expensive. It's an expensive addiction to drink lah. But I always try to go for most value for money one and low calorie like Strong Zero. This is not a sponsored ad, but Strong Zero has only 54 calories per can.
Shit, really?
Yeah, soju has 540 per bottle. And Strong Zero will get you quite fucked lah. So that's why I choose Strong Zero. But okay, Strong Zero, if you're hearing this, please sponsor me. No, but financially and physically lah, like it is unhealthy for me. Those are my only two reasons to quit. Like because apart from that, right, I am that functional when I'm drunk. I mean, I'm loud and crazy and wild and like, you know, happening, and then like I also am fucking functional on it. That's why it's like, you know, usually people quit because they're like, shit, alcohol is ruining my life. For me, it's like, no, I am just a different person when I'm drunk. I'm not a bad person when I'm drunk. I'm just a different person that can do all the things that sober me can do. And in fact, drunk me does it with more gusto. You know? Like if I do laundry sober, I'm like, laundry, But then when I'm drunk, I'm like, oh yeah, time to do the laundry, baby. Woo! Then I'll like listen to like some like, you know, heavy metal and then
Bring Me the Horizon.
Bring Me the Horizon sometimes, yeah, but like
I'm going a tangent here, but because I am a heavy metal fan.
Oh.
Fuck, I am. I was playing DA side.
The what?
DA side. So it's an American black.
Oh, I don't know that one. I know like Cradle of Filth, all these like Cannibal Corpse, that kind. Yeah. But nowadays I listen to more like emo punk. Like I'm very into MGK. Recently, I don't judge me, but I think MGK very handsome, and I also like his music. Like his more punk pop stuff, like Mainstream Sellout, that shit.
I think okay. I listened to. I was like playing Black. What was that? Blackout Sex or something like that. Like MGK. And Black Panther or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
So apparently it just got on Spotify all the time. Yeah, I'm cheapskate. Basically I don't pay for Spotify.
Oh, I pay for Spotify. But you're on Spotify.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pay.
No, it's like I don't have to. I don't pay for my music playing.
Oh.
Because every podcast can go out on Spotify.
Oh, but you just don't pay for the subscription. You just
Yeah.
use the trial version. Ah.
So and the ads is coming out so often. I'm like, fuck lah. Like there's a stupid earworm to it lah. Like okay, I can get why is it so popular lah.
Yeah.
But I hated the lyrics and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck this shit. I got into rap a lot more now.
Oh.
So but it's more like the old school around 2000.
Eminem. Or
Eminem.
I'm not a very rap person. Yeah. But I do listen to some lah. But I'm not really like that into it.
Yeah. So I only got back into rap only very recently as well. So it's like the old school like Slim Shady era, like the kind of then after that I discovered like the whole beef with Eminem. So there's this.
I think it's staged.
I don't know. I think there's a beef too. That I'm listening to a lot of Nas, Rakim, those old school rap at that point of time.
No, but I think the MGK and Eminem one is staged.
I think MGK is doing it for marketing. I think Eminem is doing it because he can do it.
I think Eminem is doing it because like he needs to stay relevant. And then MGK needed to get the votes. So.
I don't really.
As in, this is my theory. Like I don't know this for a fact, but actually, if you listen to this song called Floor 13 by MGK, there's one part that he's like, okay, so basically the song is about a lot of drama that he go through, right? Then there's one line that says what does he say? He says I feel that it's an Easter egg. He said. He said, give me. I think give me 20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds. I'll list 10 movies that I've been in. Then the next line is one legend that tried to fuck with me and then got the venom. Then if you really think about this is a conspiracy theory. If you really had beef with someone, you call him a legend. And then why would you? Also, and then Venom is that Eminem song that recently came out because of the movie Venom. That very popular song. So if you actually think about it, but it's just a theory that like it's like kind of him exposing how like hey, this legend, you know, like we fuck with me and then he got Venom. So it could be that he's exposing himself that, you know.
I think it's because the album that Rick Rubin and him Eminem and Rubin created this album that's after I think it's Revive because it's not as great. Then after MGK come in and then book Eminem, right? Eminem just did what was the song Q Shot.
Yeah.
Then after that Q Shot then he suddenly dropped an album called Kamikaze, which I think MGK does inspire the older Eminem comeback. At some level. It may not be the whole Eminem, but the Eminem that kind of like because everyone's just saying it's a shitty album for Revive. Like it's a good album now, but it's shitty compared to Eminem repertoire. So I think at some level it might be a reference to that.
Could be, yeah, but all of this is just theories because we will never know, right? We just, you know, they're, you know, we don't know what happens in Hollywood.
Yeah. So because I'm getting into like band rap like K-Rino and it's Cannibals lah. But the way he spells is Cannibals lah. So basically a lot of like Texas, Houston kind of rap coming out from there. It's like oh shit, like there's this, the beat is different, then the way they describe their rap is a lot different compared to say the mumble rap or even
I don't know what is mumble rap or this because my music taste is diverse. I listen to a lot of stuff, but rap and I think R&B all these I don't really listen, but I generally nowadays like things like what's that, like there's this band called Hot Milk. It's my current favorite band. Yeah, like they target that listen but it's like I actually like them. Their music is very upbeat and happy, but then the lyrics are very depressing.
So I don't know, like is it Pump Up Kicks?
Oh yeah, but that one has a more mainstream tone to it. Like Hot Milk is more like a bit more intense like.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I see. I'm now going Australian now. So the rap that I'm listening to right now is a bit more Australian.
Ah, so you're more a rap person these days.
It's not as much as say I'm still staying a lot of my metal roots but now I'm trying to diverse a little bit more towards rap. I just listen to whatever appeals to me so a lot more like so currently rap I got this very long blues phase as well. Fucking
Blues, blues is what is blues?
So it's like southern rock. I can show you a few bands.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can. Alright, we have been an hour 50 now.
Ooh, wow.
We're just chatting. Okay, can. I think that's about it. That's all I want. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. It's a pleasure being on a podcast that was not about purely transgenderism. You know, like it's a very refreshing experience actually.
This is before I forget. Because you mentioned about your.
Before I forget, Slipknot.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's a great song. But here's this thing, because I didn't ask about your family. And online I've read in 2015.
The pretty messed up past, right?
Yeah. Because I remember reading your mother passed because of stage 4 lung cancer.
Yep.
So how do you deal when you get the news for that? How do you deal with it?
Actually, the thing is, my mom tried to hide it from me. Yeah, so she just told me like, oh no, I'm just sick, and then I said, if you're sick, you won't be coughing out blood. And then eventually she confessed lah. She said that she has cancer and everything. I think that my coping mechanism, right, for things is usually okay. In the past, it was more of like I bottle everything up and I just keep it inside. And then I just keep repressing. I repress a lot of pain actually. Nowadays it's more of I laugh things off a lot, or but I always generally keep a lot of my pain to myself. But back then I just said, okay, I accept that this has happened. But actually deep down inside I was fucking scared lah. But I was very upset. I was very scared. I'm a kid, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Then she survived longer than expected. The doctor gave her 2 weeks. She lived 2 more years. I found out when I was 15 that she had lung cancer. Then she lived until I was 17 and died when I was 17.
But I'm gonna ask.
I'm very open about my past. My dad.
So is he?
He's not dead, but he's dead to me lah. He's somewhere out there in the world. I'm not sure where. But he walked out on us when I was 4, I think. Yeah, I vaguely recall.
Did you ever find out the reason why?
So I think that he just didn't get along with my mom. They just couldn't. Yeah, but I don't really want to say anything bad about him, but I just would say that I'm not proud that he's my dad lah. I would not acknowledge him as a father.
Have you ever tried getting in contact with?
When I was 16, actually, I did. 16 or 17. I don't know. Around that age era, it's quite blurry, my memory. I mean, half my life's a bender, so so details sometimes slip. But yeah, I met him. I don't really like him as a person. Yeah, I don't really like him as a person. But yeah, I mean, as long as he's not harming anybody, he can just live his life and I'll live mine.
How would you describe your mother then?
Okay, so my mom was a very staunch Christian. She's a typical very Christian-y mama. She didn't accept that I was transgender, all this. She couldn't accept. But apart from that, she was a good mother. She took care of me in every way she knew how to, and she ensured that my future will also be secure she saved a lot of money for me, everything, so that I just won't die she did her best before she died. So actually I love my mom a lot actually.
I'm my mom has gone through cancer as well. I'm not so sure that I should say this on the podcast, but because my mom survived, right? Because it was very, 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 very early stages. So she was going through health checks and stuff like that. So that's very lucky
Yeah.
for her. So going through and she is very irritable. She get irritated very easily. So I can find it hard to but I do not have a very good relationship with my mom until like very recently where she just tried to, but I'm still like not in the.
It's you're working on it. It's very important to be, how to say, be conscious about the way we phrase things to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because like if you say, oh, it's not very good, it's like a bit more like self-defeatist. But if you say, we are still working on it, it's getting, it will get better. We have to tell ourselves, because that's how we shape our own reality sometimes.
I don't know. I think it's because it's like, okay, we have a very friction relationship. I think it's because my mom and my dad work outside, and I'm the first child, so I'm the experiment.
Oh,
so yeah.
Actually, now that you say it that way, right? Yeah, actually, being the firstborn might be difficult. I'm not the firstborn, but yeah.
Yeah. So I can understand why is it so difficult. Like they're bound to have friction, So I can guess like. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like when people talking about working with that relationship with our parents, like having a good relationship with our parents, how did that came about? How do you like if they're so if someone talks about having a good relationship with their parents, like,
or how I feel, is it?
Yeah. So it's more like
I feel indifferent actually. Like I'm not sure if maybe deep down inside I'm repressing it, because I'm very used to it's like a habit for me to repress a lot of pain actually lah. Like so I'm not sure if maybe internally I might be feeling like envious or maybe like sad, but like I generally would feel consciously lah, like consciously I feel that I'm happy that people are doing that. Like I mean I don't know. I mean on outwardly, like to my own knowledge, I will never be bitter that someone is having a happy relationship with their parents. But one thing that I do find is that I find it very fascinating. Like when I watch people saying like, oh yeah, I love my mom and everything. I feel like it's fascinating because it's something that I haven't experienced in a long time, because I didn't live with my mom as long as other people have. So for me it's more like, hey, this is like very very sweet, like very cute, like like I always wondered how it must feel like to have.
That's me when my friend says that, oh, I have a very open relationship with my mother. Like I can tell whatever. How?
No, the thing is, for me it's how is it like to have parents actually?
I think it's case by case basis.
I've been curious, because it's been a while. It's been a while.
For me, it's case by case basis. Yeah, I'm still working on it.
That's good.
Oh, okay, I think it's a way to end. Okay, it's a good way to end, like having a.
Love your parents, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.